Hello, everybody. I know it's been a minute, and if you watched my last video, you saw that I said this might, and the keyword was might, be my last video. And it could have been. Uh, this video that I'm doing now, and maybe the ones I do in the future, have come to fruition by a lot of thinking, a lot of contemplating. Not so much because I said might be my last video, just because I really didn't know if I was going to continue doing videos for multiple reasons. You can see the title. It's a confusion, clarification, explanation, etc. So I'm going to go brief on why I said that it might be my last video. So where to start? I want to say I definitely believe we are on or in the quote unquote end times. Now, I'm not saying I believe the Bible in terms of it's true that there is end times and apocalypse and all these things are going to happen and Christ is going to come back. No, I'm just saying in our scripted matrix reality that we live in, definitely the end times are the coming up segments or scenes of this script. I can't say 100% sure. I have no 100% proof. I do have a lot of small proofs to me that outweigh the Bible in terms of a lot of small proofs that things are scripted and it's not just prophecy coming true. Now, that could be debated, and I'm sure it will be by a lot of people. But I definitely think, at least in the stage that I'm at, and even with everything that I went through, in terms of and supernatural things that happened to me to the days leading up to that last video, which I'm not going to go into detail. Kind of learned the hard way. Sometimes you got to keep things to yourself. But definitely a lot of unexplainable synchronicities and things that defied the natural laws that we know of happened to me leading up to that video. And I'm still trying to decipher and understand why that happened. But what I can say is that things are definitely getting weird and going to continue to get weirder. I still want to make clear, I still believe, no matter what happened these last few weeks, I still believe that Trump is playing the Antichrist role. Like I said, I believe this is all script, it's all an act. I'm not saying these people aren't evil, and I'm not saying evil doesn't exist, because to even want to play out such a script requires evil to be real. So, but I definitely don't think it's ordained by God, or at least not the true creator. There might be people or bloodlines who consider themselves to be God and, want to do a self-fulfilling prophecy. But in terms of the creator of everything that is, no, I do not believe he is making this happen or wants this to happen. So, like I said, I do believe he is the chosen one for this role. And it's a very important role because his actions, when he finally returns to power again, it's what's going to lead to events that will cause massive depopulation on the earth. Um, Now, right now, there's two theories. Neither one is really good in terms of it happening, but there's two main theories, and I hope the latter one is true. Or if we could try to stop both things from happening, that would be great. But uh, doesn't look good in that third option. So basically, first theory is Mr. Beast Trump will return in just a few months, probably 6 months or even less. How? I don't really know the details yet. I just know there's a lot of weird stuff in the inauguration that kind of hinted at that. And before that, um, so if you read the Bible and you see the part of the beast and the having a wound and the wound being healed and having the power to continue 42 months, if you look into that, you'll understand what I mean by he might return in a few months. Now, hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully it's 4 years down the line, which would kind of throw off the script, but it'll be good for us regular people uh, to prepare more, whether it's financially or prepping wise or spiritually or all together. Um, but either way, I'm pretty sure it's coming. Um, so I don't think I was wrong in regards to Trump. It was just I kind of got ahead of myself because the wound, excuse me, the wound being done to the beast and it healing represents a loss of power, which is what happened to Trump. But I took it as when he lost the election, and now I'm starting to think it doesn't really, or it didn't really start until inauguration day. So that's why I jumped the gun because I thought the event happened at the election and then it would be healed by inauguration day. But it's more like once Biden swore in, then is when the wound really happened. And now we'll see how long it takes to heal and Trump to regain power. Which I'm not saying I want that. Making it clear, I'm just saying this is what I see going on. And just to go quickly, why do I think any of this? Well, I've collected a lot of information throughout my years of researching the reality of the world we live in. And the closest thing I could come up with after all this research by putting things together is this has happened many times. There has been many resets, and the resets are not just financial, it's just a full-on reset in regards to humanity, even the planet itself, and in different ways resets. It's happened plenty of times. I can't say how many, but the same families uh, have been in charge of every reset. Hopefully, this time, good human beings could use this reset to, you know, take that ring away from them, that ring of power, and put it to the people who deserve it, even though power in itself is a tricky thing. I guess we could say, let's get freedom from the rulers or the archons or whatever you want to call them, principalities. Doesn't really matter. It's all the same thing. But it's been happening a lot of times, and they know the pattern because it is like a pattern. And that's why things are speeding up, because when the pattern comes and they know time is near for the reset, they make sure to bring all the chaos they could probably possibly bring in order to stop any rebellion that might happen, or that usually happens during the reset time. Unfortunately, when I look around in the world, most people are still asleep. So I don't know. I'm not too positive that we'll defeat them. Um, and what's also different this time, they're looking for a final solution, and it's a spiritual solution, because this really is a spiritual battle. It's not just uh, physical humans battling each other for control. It's the battle stems from a spiritual nature that's what makes it continue, because spirit is eternal. So I don't know how effective it'll be, but they definitely have a plan to stop good people with good souls from basically interfering with their rule. And to do that in an effective way, they have to attack these people spiritually. Now, of course, they're using technology. Um, they want to attack the body in order to get to the spirit, because before they've been trying to attack the spirit directly, and it hasn't really worked out too well, or not as effectively as they wanted to. So, you know, and that goes into a lot of stuff I've talked about in previous videos. So if you've been watching my channel, go back. If you haven't, um, if you're new, then go back as well. And if you're too lazy or whatever to go back to my videos, then I don't know what you're doing in my channel in the first place. Um, so just to recap, this happened before. It's a long bloodline of thousands of years. There's always a time for a reset. The reset is brought about by nature, directed by the laws of the creator, the true creator. Um, true creator does not get involved directly. He just gives the opportunities for other human beings to bring about a positive change, which we've had some success, but never able to completely take away this virus that exists, which is called evil. And likewise, evil hasn't been able to completely eradicate what they consider a virus, which is good. Um, but definitely this time around, they're really trying to do that, and we have to find a way as well to do that. To them, of course. So what I'm gonna do from now on in my channel, I'm not gonna go and break down every single event. There's plenty of channels that do that already, and do quite a good job at that. So I don't, and some people have little viewers, some people have thousands, hundreds of thousands of viewers, and I don't think it's really, yeah, it's good information. That's where I learned a lot of things. I don't think it really is helping much. Now, I'm going to take my channel in a different direction, which I kind of hinted at before. Is it going to make a difference? I don't know. I'm just going to try something different. And so basically, for my channel going on, it's going to be about 70% my music, which has a lot of hidden nuggets of knowledge that I've gained. Um, if you're already in the same path, you'll resonate with it and you'll understand what I'm talking about. And if you're not, then you just won't get it. Um, then I'm gonna do some, like I said, some ritual magic, because really it's all about intention, and that's what magic really is. It's about intention and how to harness the power of intention. And there's different ways. I believe the most effective is ritual magic. If not, then our enemy wouldn't be doing it if it didn't work. Now you gotta understand, in this reality, nothing is truly evil. It's all about your intention. So magic isn't really evil. It's just how do you plan on using it. Now that's my opinion. You can have your own. I don't care. But just use your logic and look around. Nothing is truly evil. Nothing is truly good. It all depends how you use it. That goes to anything: food, shelter, money, weapons, you name it. It all depends what your intention is and how you end up using whatever you're trying to use. But the whole life is a give and take. Um, we should be giving love and taking love, but that's not usually the case. Usually is people just taking love away from people, which causes darkness and confusion. And of course, it births more evil, which we see that every day. So just to recap, basically this channel is going to be my music, which is going to be about 70% of the channel, about 10% ritual magic that you could do yourself, or maybe it'll inspire you to do your own. There is no set rules. It's all about your intention and what helps you focus your power. Maybe another 10% will be advice in regards to prepping or health, whether it's spiritual or physical health. And maybe the last 10%, if there's any major events that I feel are important, I might break it down a little bit. But I'm definitely not going to focus hours and hours on that. Like I said, there's plenty of channels that do that. Um, and it's just it kind of, with the last events, I kind of noticed it's a little bit detrimental if you're not working on yourself to capture all this information and keep it inside you without really working on yourself so you can be able to transmute it, assimilate it, and turn it into a positive. And it made me realize I wasn't as prepared as I thought I was, um, for all these events and the events to come. So definitely for myself, I am going to work on myself, spend more time on that. That can mean a lot of different things. And I suggest anybody who listens to my channel does the same. So like I said, I will 10% of my videos will be different ways to do that. Different advice on how to work on yourself. Maybe we could do it together. Maybe I'll just tell you and you do it on your own. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But mainly it's going to be spiritual preparation. Not only preparation for what's coming or for what might be coming, but hopefully enough preparation to derail those plans or just stop them altogether. So once again, 70% music, 10% virtual magic, 10% prepping advice and spiritual advice, and the last 10% I'll break down some events if I feel they're very important. So going back to Trump for a second, like I said, there's two main theories, which is one way or another, he's going to come back in just a few months, which I hope not, because that's very short time to prepare for such events that are accompanied by his return. And the other one is in 4 years, which is a little better. Now, that doesn't mean these 4 years are going to be easy and there's going to be no issues. Of course, Biden and everybody else, they're going to continue preparing the way for his return by causing more chaos. But definitely the real, shit hit the fan moment. And that's not just for America, it's going to be for worldwide, will be when Trump returns to power. And I'm almost certain of that. He has all the signs. I've gone through them, and there's plenty of other people that have gone through them uh, in more detail than I have myself. But he's definitely coming back. There's a reason why they didn't do the 25th Amendment. There's a reason why they're having a hard time impeaching him. And yeah, got just think about it. Everybody's been asking for a third party for a long time. Now he's coming up with it. So he's definitely not going anywhere. I am almost 100% sure about that. So if anybody thinks that's a good thing, well, you better think again. Anyways, enough about that. So that was pretty much what I wanted to clear up in regards to my last video and the future of this channel. I might do some Q&As here and there, but we're going to focus on myself and on teaching you guys how to focus on yourself. because really we're not supposed to all think the same. The goal of being here is being able to become individuals that work as a collective. Now, there's a big difference between being individuals working collectively than just being a singularity or collective mind, which is what the enemy wants. There's two big differences. The enemy always promotes things that are really close to what we're supposed to be doing, but with a little twist. They always like to twist. It's their favorite thing to do. So once we could individually come together, then we could defeat this whole matrix machine, whatever you want to call this. Until then, you know, if we keep being divided by putting ourselves in different labels, whether it's regarding a politics or skin or class or belief and all these things, then you know it's not gonna look good for us. So that's pretty much my rant. I probably went over the 10 minutes, and there's probably things I want to say that I forgot to say. Um, Maybe if I remember later and I think they're important enough, I might make another video about it. But I think pretty much what I said is a good summary of what I wanted to say. Now, before I go, I'm gonna put this song. Now, I found this artist because recently, when I would put scheduled live streams, they would pop up on my channel. Like if I go to my own channel, I would see the scheduled live stream. But now it's been like a few months since that doesn't happen. So really, for me to know if I actually scheduled a show, I need to go to YouTube and search up my own channel and see if it pops up. So I do that. And obviously, when you search up anything, you're gonna get multiple research results. One of the results was this from Israel. Um, his name is Asaf Avidan. So I've seen this name before, and it piqued my attention because he has the same name now. Like I said before, this is my real name. I just picked Avidan based on what it means. So I was just curious, what's this artist about? Um, that he has that name Avidan. At first I thought it was gonna be very like Jewish music because he obviously he's from Israel, but it's really not. I would like to say he's spiritual. Now, to what point is he being truthful, and to what point is he trying to deceive people? I don't know. The whole world is pretty much run on deception. But I did find I only heard two songs, but from the two, there's one that really resonates with me, and I want to share with you guys. Hopefully, it doesn't take down this video because obviously it's not my music. But I just found it like another synchronicity. Has a similar name to mine, and has a song that resonates with me. So, and with my message, of course. So I'm gonna share it with you guys. I hope you guys enjoy the song. I think it's a pretty good song. Being totally honest, I don't think he has the best voice, but hey, who am I to judge? My voice isn't so good either. But the lyrics are definitely good, especially if you are a spiritual person, then you'll definitely understand the meaning and the words. So I'll leave you with that, and then I'm not sure when my next video will be, but my next video will be pretty much just showing you the 8 songs that I created, and I'm just gonna play them back to back. Take your comments, just chat for a little bit, and that's pretty much what I have planned. I am gonna be working on new music, but before I put out any new music, I wanna just do a live stream, basically the whole album, um, track by track, back to back. So if you care about that, you could come listen. If not, hey, it's all good too. Anyways, here's the song for whoever's still here, and I hope you enjoy it.
Sometimes this darkness threatens to engulf us all, but there's a moon above, it's shining, and I think I hear a call. It's just a whisper through the trees, my ears can hardly make it out, but I can hear it in my heart vibrating strong as if she shouts, oh Ariadne, I'm coming, I just need to work this maze inside my head. I came here like you asked, I killed the beast, that part of me is dead. Ariadne, I just need to work this maze inside my head. If only I'd have listened to you when you offered me that thread. Everything is quiet, and I'm not exactly sure if it really was your voice I heard, or maybe it's a door that's closing up some hero's back on his track to be a man. Can it be that all us heroes have a path but not a plan? Oh, Ariadne, I'm coming, I just need to work this maze inside my mind. I wish I had that string, it's so damn dark, I think I'm going blind. Ariadne, I just need to work this maze inside my mind. For the life of me, I don't remember what I came to find. Now tell me, princess, are you strolling through your sacred grove? And is the moon still shining? You're the only thing I'm thinking of. The sword you gave me, it was heavy, I just had to lay it down. It's funny how defenseless I can feel here when there's nobody around. Oh, Ariadne, I'm coming, I just need to work this maze inside my heart. I was blind, I thought you'd bind me, but you offered me a charge. Ariadne, I just need to work this maze inside my heart. If I'd known that you could guide me, I'd have listened from the start. Somewhere up there, midnight strikes, I think I hear the fall of little drops of water magnified against the barren wall. It's more a feeling than a substance, but there's nobody around. And when I'm in here all alone, it's just enough to let me drown. Oh, Ariadne, I was coming, but I failed you in this labyrinth of my past. Ariadne, let me sing you, and we'll make each other last. Ariadne, I have failed you in this labyrinth of my past. Ariadne, let me sing you, and we'll make each other last. Ariadne, let me sing you, and we'll make each other laugh.